Hey guys, what's up? It's Dylan, and welcome to a quick update just taking a look at a few new legends and a couple new stadiums in FIFA 16. Without any further ado, let's get on with the video. The first legend we're going to start off with is Victor Baia, who is the goalkeeper from FC Porto in Barcelona. Played a lot of seasons there, and very good keeper from what I can see from highlights. Next is going to be George Best, whose career was sadly overshadowed by women and alcohol and all kinds of stuff that kind of ruined his career and the fame getting to better him. But definitely when he got onto the football pitch, he is a complete genius, and sadly he passed away in 2005. Next player is going to be Deco, who I think is an interesting choice, but a good choice. Played for the Portuguese national team, of course, and played for Chelsea, Barca, Porto, and even Fluminense in Brazil. Very good player and very good attacking midfielder. Next player is going to be Gennaro Gattuso, who is the pit bull, or at least was the pit bull, in midfield for AC Milan. He's a very good but definitely a violent player to have, and a linchpin in a midfield. If you're going to be challenging for titles, you want that one solid midfielder, even if he's a bit violent. Next player is going to be Ryan Giggs, who, of course, everyone should know who he is. Legend for Manchester United, and scored a wonder goal against Arsenal in 1998. So, yeah. The next player is going to be Yadi Letmanen, who played for Liverpool and Barcelona and Ajax, and definitely a good player. And also played for Malmo in Sweden, which is where Zlatan Ibrahimovic came from, and the rest is history. And the second to last player is going to be Alessandro Nesta, who played for Lazio, AC Milan, and just recently, last season, maybe 2 seasons ago, played for Montreal Impact in the MLS. He's a very solid defender, and I definitely think he's up there with the best defenders ever. In my opinion, the top 3 best defenders ever are Carlos Alberto, Franz Beckenbauer, my bad, and Paolo Maldini. And yeah, without any further ado, that brings me on to the last player, which is the 9th legend, to have been, actually the 8th legend to have been added to FIFA 16, and that is Javier Zanetti, who was the Argentinian man from Inter Milan, who played a ton of games, played until he was about 39 or 40, and very good player, and was even good and could keep up with the young pups, even until his last game. And sadly he got an injury in his last season, but that certainly didn't stop him from playing a few games. So yeah. Without any further ado, let's move on to the stadiums. Okay, now on to the stadiums. There are 9 new stadiums in FIFA 16, and without any further ado, let's get on to the stadiums. The first stadium is Borussia Park, the home of Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga. It's a pretty standard stadium, but it's definitely a nice stadium, and I've watched a couple games there on TV, and yeah, it will be a decent stadium to use in Ultimate Team and in career mode and stuff. Next stadium is Carrow Road from the newly promoted Norwich City. It's a small stadium, but it has a good atmosphere. So yeah, and of course with the bright yellow, it'll be pretty nice in Ultimate Team. The one that I am personally most excited from, being from the US and somewhat liking Seattle Sounders besides Sporting KC because of my location, is CenturyLink Field, aka the home of Seattle Sounders and the Seattle Seahawks American football team, but who cares about American football? It's an incredible stadium and definitely has an amazing atmosphere when Seattle play there. The next stadium is El Monumental, the home of River Plate in the Argentinian Primera Division. It's a very good stadium and definitely is exciting when Boca Juniors play them, which if any of you don't know, Boca Juniors and River Plate are very big rivals. The next stadium is Fratton Park from Portsmouth, which in 1 second you'll see why I added it. So yeah, Simon Humber, the creative director of the FIFA series, passed away after a fight with cancer, and he was a massive Portsmouth fan, so with a nice touch from EA, they decided to add Fratton Park. And yeah, it's also a decent stadium and has nice colors. So yeah, it's good to see EA doing something good. And I know that's a shocker, EA doing something good and nice. That's probably the first and last time we'll ever see them doing it. So yeah, and Simon Humber was part of the 2010 World Cup. And yeah, Just overall good guy. Next stadium is King Abdullah Sports City in a Saudi league, aka Saudi Abdul Latif Jamil League, the home of Al Ittihad and Al Ali. Yeah, it's a really massive stadium and nice, and similar to the Odromo generic stadium. Next is Stade Velodrome of Olympique de Marseille in Ligue 1. Very good, nice looking modern stadium, and I'm definitely going to look to use it on Ultimate Team. The next stadium is Vicarage Road of Watford in the Premier League, newly promoted as well. And yeah, it's a nice stadium with the yellow and the browns and the reds and stuff. Next is Vitality Stadium of the newly promoted Bournemouth, who sadly I don't think will stay up this year in the Premier League. But yeah, it's a nice stadium and it looks similar to some of the small generic stadiums. But anyways, guys, that will be it for the video. And thank you guys for watching, and like, fave, subscribe, and check out Blockbuster Pro, which is Sean's channel. Thank you.